Hello everybody, welcome back to the I Review Your Pokemon series. And in this episode, I wanted to go over none other than these Ampharos here that were submitted by none other than Broseidon. Now, the first Ampharos here is Oleg. Pretty solid, Berry Fighting S helps beat M, skill trigger up nature. Not amazing, but not terrible either. Definitely a worthwhile investment, but one that was caught the same day, I'd say a great investment. Helping bonus, Berry Fighting S with skill up nature as well. Now, both of these are pretty solid Ampharos. Unfortunately, he probably caught it back before he really knew what he was doing. We all have one investment that we caught before we really knew what we were doing, put seeds into, and probably made the wrong decision. For me, it was a Butterfree. In this case, don't get me wrong, this isn't a bad investment. I can still see myself using a Pokemon like this, but this was definitely the better option, caught same day. Now, granted, it takes one more main skill seed because, notably, it was caught as a Flaafy. It's only got level 1 main skill. So it does take 5 main skill seeds and not just 4, like a normal Ampharos would. I don't know if this one did or not because nowadays there's no difference. The carry limit isn't impacted, but caught same day. And his question is, okay, I'm ready to ask the question, especially since I just found a very good Raikou. Invest another Mareep line or keep my OG? I have like 5 main skill seeds available right now and 1,400 candies. Yes, I found these on the same day. I know I made the wrong investment at the time. LMAO. Yeah. And then he sends his other electric Pokemon, which I have plugged into Team Analysis for him alongside his Ampharos candidates. Now, one thing that's notable about both of them is that they have Berry Fighting S, which is very notable if you're planning to run it alongside Raikou, because Berry Fighting S makes Raikou's skill so much better than what it would be on a regular skill specialist, because it actually would be getting a decent amount from that skill specialist specifically. Now, notably, this one also has Helping Bonus, which helps the rest of the team, and it has a mono list, which I always find interesting, because that can be more flexible on Berry Specialist and Ingredient Special, or on any Pokemon, realistically. A mono list is always notable. It may not necessarily be your reasoning to invest a berry or ingredient, or berry or skillsmon, but when it's there, it is something notable to pay attention to. If you have some sort of dish that you could be striving for that uses a decent amount of herbs, this thing could actually contribute a decent amount towards that, especially with an inventory sub-skill, making it so that nighttime productivity isn't going to really hit sneaky snacking all that much. But anyway, Helping Bonus and Berry Fighting S, very powerful combo. It is the golden combo, the best power combo in the game. With any 2 sub-skills. And you are right, Broseidon. Now, I took all your Pokemon and put them into Rainonex. I put Raikou at level 50 with like a 500-hour ribbon just because I figure it's more difficult to level legends, and also getting it to a higher level with an XP gains down nature is going to be an uphill battle. But I'm looking way out in the future for you here, because the way that you're talking about minting your Pikachu potentially. You said that you'd be minting the Pikachu eventually. If you're looking to mint a Pikachu and not even evolve it into a Raichu, then that means your idea is you're building around the Raikou's main skill, which requires you a 2,000-hour ribbon Pikachu. So I assume that you're looking for very, very long-term investment, especially since you're talking about pivoting from one Ampharos to the next. So the first comparison here comes out roughly 4.43 million at Old Gold Power Plant, with my basic settings that I typically use. But then if we compare to the other Ampharos, it goes to a 4.55 mil over the course of a week. Now, that is a pretty notable jump. That's more than 10,000 per day, because that is about 120k over the course of a week. But consider what's being invested here. You're putting 5 main skill seeds into a Flaafy, spending the resources to evolve it, and spending the resources to get it from level 20 to level 65, potentially. Because even though it's an Ampharos, and we typically say that skill specialists don't care about their level, this is a rare exception where I'd say level really does matter on it, because it's operating with Berry Fighting S, which is where it's getting a lot of its strength from. In the comparisons that I'm running here, I'm assuming you're running it at Old Gold Power Plant for maximum use of your electric team to synergize with the favorite berry that's there, or it'd be expert mode, whatever lands electric berry. And then also with Raikou, proccing a flat amount of helps of berries and ingredients exclusively, having that berry finding S makes it that the skill specialist actually synergizes a little bit better with Raikou than it would otherwise, almost twice as much, one might say. And because of that, a lot of those factors make it so that level actually really does matter for this guy. You can see that even though its breakdown has skills being 32% of its productivity, it actually gets more productivity from its berries in this circumstance, and the skill from Raikou also contributes as well, with about 60% of what it's outputting coming from its berries. So you ultimately do want to put a lot of levels into it as well, even though we wouldn't normally do that for a skill specialist. So it does come out to be stronger to invest the new one. Does that mean it's a good investment, though? Well, you always got to ask yourself, what else could you be using those main skill seeds on? What's the opportunity cost you had? And I think a very interesting comparison, now, I ran both of these with assuming that the Raichu and the Pikachu would be sneaky snacking, because that is optimal in this given scenario. But if we were to compare to the Raichu not sneaky snacking, it's only 4.5 mil, basically. And if we were to, say, take those main skill seeds and put them into something else, like, say, the Raichu. A lot of times people overlook berry specialists for skill seeding because it doesn't really seem intuitive, but sometimes I think there are defensible cases for it. And I think that sometimes it's important to make comparisons of, well, what if I put those main skill seeds somewhere else? Well, notably, this would also only take 4 main skill seeds, not 5, and this Raichu specifically has a main skill chance up nature, so you can kind of take advantage of that. It comes to 4.469 mil. Now, this isn't a completely off-your-rocker investment cost, because it is actually a little bit higher than without the main skill seed investment and sneaky snacking. So it actually makes the Raichu perform better than sneaky snacking, and just for showing off, there's no event boost here going on, boosting the skill trigger rate or anything like that. Sneaky snacking here is suboptimal if you're able to put the main skill seeds into this Raichu. And it does come out to be 4.469 mil, and that's a way to squeeze a little bit more strength out of the team. Now, that is still weaker than running the new Ampharos. It is about... The other team with the new Ampharos produces about 2% more strength over the course of an entire week. It doesn't really sound like much, but in terms of weekly productivity, increasing that by 2% can actually be pretty significant amounts when you're dealing with very, very large numbers. But you are seeing a slight difference there, so maybe it's not the best option to invest the Raichu, but it's just a consideration, and why I would honestly advise to, if you're looking to invest the new Ampharos, to proceed with caution. Because, reasonably, you will see an improvement to your teams. But in the same sense, I'd be hard-pressed to say that it's the best use of your main skill seeds, unless you're a whale that has a lot of main skill seeds available to you. Then that'd be a circumstance where, you know what, go ahead. Go ahead and invest. But if you're someone who is maybe just premium pass and not much more, those 5 main skill seeds could be dumped into, say, a new Pokemon that gets released that has a particularly notable main skill. It could be invested into a Pokemon that you just haven't caught yet. Maybe tomorrow you're going to catch the perfect Golduck or the perfect Braviary, and it's something that's going to take some of those main skill seeds away. You may not have a use for them now, but there is reason to hold some main skill seeds when you have them available to you. So don't feel like you have to spend them. If you do spend them here, I don't think it's the worst use of them because you do see a notable improvement. But consider the opportunity cost. What would be the other options? And that's the message that I wanted to get through with this video. So, if you have enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Down in the description, we'll have a link to join the Discord. You can come join us, hang out, talk about all things Pokemon, sleep, and the like. If you too want to submit your Pokemon for review in one of these videos, there are 2 ways to go about that. Either you can click the form in the description of this video, or all the videos in this series, or you can submit it via the hashtag YouTube RateMyMon channel in the Discord. So, another reason to join us. But yeah, Huge thank you to all my channel members. It really means a lot to me that you guys want to show your support financially, despite there being no paid rewards for members. If you too want to become a channel member, then feel free to click that join button down below. And as always, I thank you all for watching and hope that you all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye now.